Hello guys, so now we will be going to discuss our topic number 3. Hello guys, so today we will be discussing our topic number 3, which is percentage. So in the last 2 video lectures we have already discussed 2 topics, which is calendar as well as clocks. We will be following the same themes in the topic of percentage as we have done in the calendar and clocks. In the themes of calendar and clocks, we have resorted to solving PYQs from 2014 till 2022. We will be doing the same in this video lecture. However, as percentage is a very big topic and huge number of questions, large number of questions has been asked in this topic, so we will be dividing this topic into 2 videos. So in the first video, we will be solving the PYQs from 2014 till 2018, which is 5 years of PYQs, okay? And in the next video, we will be discussing all the PYQs which has been asked from 2019 till 2022. So these will be 4 years of PYQ, okay? So let us begin our lecture by understanding some basics of this percentage topic. So first of all, we will be discussing as to what is the importance of the percentage and why we should learn the percentage as a civil servant. So first of all, we will be requiring the concepts of percentage in determining the profit and loss. Yes. Secondly, in order to calculate the interest on loans or any other quantity, we will be requiring the topic of percentage. Thirdly, percentage is also compound interest. Yes. So interest are of 2 types, simple interest and compound interest. We will be seeing some questions related to this which has been asked in the PYQs, okay? And lastly, data interpretation. The concept of percentage helps us in various data interpretation, which is even important in general studies. So let me give you an example of this. For example, in 2020, the GDP of India is 100. Yes, in 2021, the GDP of India becomes 110. Yes, and in 2022, GDP of India becomes 120. Yes, so I can say that while going from 2020 till 2021, the GDP has increased by 10 units. Yes, and while moving from 2021 to 2022, again the increase is only 10 units, yes, or 10 rupees or $10 in whichever quantity you are measuring. Yes, but in percentage terms, economic growth from 2020 till 2021 will be calculated as 110 minus 100, which is the difference, which is divided by the initial, which is 100, and it would be multiplied by 100. So it will become 10%. So in the year 2021, the GDP growth is 10%. However, in 2022, again the increase is 120 minus 110, now divided by 110 into 100. So this would not be equal to 10%. It will be slightly less than 10% because our base, that is 110, is higher this time. So the percentage increase would not be the same in both the years. This has to be understood, okay? Okay, so let us begin our discussion of percentage. Okay, so what is percentage? Percentage is nothing but how many parts are there in 100 parts. Okay, so as the term itself says percent, cent means 100. Okay, so in 100, how many parts are there of whatever quantity you are measuring? Okay, so let us see this by an example. Suppose you are having 100 parts. Yes, let's say you have 100 chocolates. On one day, some of your friends come and say that please give us 30% of all your chocolates that you have. So 30% would be written as this, 30 by 100. It would be multiplied by whatever quantity or whatever chocolates you have. In this case, you have 100 chocolates. Okay, so you will be giving them 30 chocolates. right? Now just see, suppose you have 500 chocolates, and again your friends came and say that please give us 20% of your chocolates. So if you want to calculate 20%, so 20%, you have to always write this 20%, so per 100 into the number of chocolates that you have, you will be getting 100. So you have to give them 100 chocolates in order to satisfy all of them, right, in order to meet their demands. Okay. So first of all, we have understood that percentage, let's say I say you 40%, it makes practically no sense if I only write 40%, because 40% of something, what is this something, without telling what percentage I am asking you to calculate, you cannot tell me, right? 40% of what? So 40% of chocolates, or 40% of let's say a particular number, yes, then it makes sense. But just stating that it is 40% of what? Yes, so 40% does not mean anything until unless I tell you which quantity, I am telling or I am asking you, right? So okay, moreover, let me tell you one important concept also. Percentage is always calculated from the initial value. Let's say you have initial value of 100, yes, you go to 130. If I ask you what is the percentage change in this process, so what you have to do is calculate the change, divide by the initial value, yes, always the initial value would come in the denominator, so it would be 30. What is the initial value? Initial value is 100, and always multiply this by 100, so you will be getting 30, yes. Okay. However, now from 130 you come back to 100, yes. So what will be the change? Change would be 30 only, but now initial value would be 130 and it would be multiplied by 100, yes. So how much it would be? It would be different than the above quantity, okay. So always calculate the initial value, or always write the initial value in the denominator while solving the questions of percentage. We will see this later. So let us begin our discussions of PYQs. This question has been asked in 2014, yes. So it says that a gardener increased the area of his rectangular garden by increasing its length by 40%, okay. So he has increased its length by 40% and decreased its width by 20%. So now he is asking what is the area of the new garden would be, okay. So in order to solve this question, it's always better if the question is only in terms of percentage, it means whatever length we would assume, it would be correct, yes. So let us assume that initial length is 10 meters, yes, okay, and initial breadth or width is also 10 meter, okay. So initial area would be length into breadth, so it would be 100 meter square, right, okay. So the question says that the length has been increased by how much? Length has been increased by 40%. So 40% of 10 would be 4, and it has been increased by 4. The final length would be 14 meter, yes. The final width is decreased by 20%. 20% of 10 would be 2, and 2 is decreased from 10, so it becomes 8 meter, yes. So the final area would be become 14 into 8 meter square. 14 into 8 is nothing but 112 meter square. So if you see the area has gone from 100 till 112. So the percentage change is, the difference is 12, right. We will divide by initial value, which is 100, yes. This is what the initial area was, and multiply it by 100, so it becomes 12%. So the area is increased or decreased? Area is increased, yes. So our correct answer would be B, that the area has increased by how much percent? 12%, right? So let us go to the next question. So this question is a nice question, and this has been asked in 2014. Yes. So it says that if Sohan, while selling 2 goats, so Sohan is selling 2 goats at the same price. Okay. So Sohan is selling 2 goats at the same price, and he makes a profit of 10% on one goat and suffers a loss of 10% on the other. So what will be the net position of Sohan? Yes, it's a very good question, and many students get confused and mark the wrong answer in these type of questions. Okay, so most of the students would answer this question as A. They would say that A is the right answer because 10% he is making profit and 10% he is making loss. So in effect, he would be making no profit and no loss. However, this is a classical mistake which every student does. Yes, we will see that this is not the case. Actually, Sohan will suffer a loss in this question, right? And I will also tell you a very good trick to solve these type of questions. Yes. Okay. So Sohan has 2 goat. Let the goat A be, let the first goat be A, and the second goat will be B. Okay. Okay. So first thing you need to understand is Sohan is selling both the goats at the same price. Now, first of all, I would like to give you the example of your Lays. Let's say you wish to buy a 20 rupees packet of Lays. Yes. So please tell me, what is this 20 rupees? This 20 rupees is the selling price. Yes. Always remember, the selling price would include the profit or loss. Yes. So selling price would always include the profit as well as loss. So can I say that selling price is nothing but initial cost or the cost of manufacturing plus minus profit or loss. This concept has to be remembered because this is what the students mistake. Yes. Okay. Moreover, this profit and loss is not calculated as per the selling price. It is calculated as per the initial cost. This is also one thing which needs to be remembered. Now, just imagine, let's say if the initial cost or the cost of manufacturing a Lays packet of 20 rupees is rupees 10 and the person sells it at 20 rupees. What is the percentage profit that ones get? Many students would say that it would be 50%, but in the initial lesson I have told you that always put the denominator as the initial value. So what is the change? Change is rupees 10. Yes, 20 minus 10, and in denominator you have to write this 10. Yes, initial cost 10 rupees and it multiply by 100. So the percentage change would be 100%. Yes. So in this transaction, the producer of that Lays packet is registering how much profit? 100% profit. I hope you understand this concept. And now we will be solving this question. Okay. Let me erase all this. Okay. So Sohan has sold 2 goats. Those 2 goats are A and B. So let the goat A has initial cost as X rupees. Yes. Okay. And the initial goat Y is Y rupees. Yes. This is the initial cost of X and Y. Please see what is it saying? It is saying the selling price at the same. Yes, selling price is the same. Yes. Okay. Okay. So on A he is getting how much profit? He is getting, it's the initial cost. In final cost for A, of I can say selling price of goat A, in which he is getting 10% profit, would be X plus 10 by 100 into X. Yes. Why I can say this? Because he is registering 10% profit. Yes. Similarly on Y, I can say on B, I can say he is registering what? 10% loss. So y minus 10y by 100, which is y by 10. Okay. However, selling price is the same. So I can always write, what I can always write? I can write 1.1x is equals to 0.9y. Yes. I don't think there would be much issue in this. Yes. So 1.1x is equals to 0.9y. Okay. So from here, what I can say? I can say that x upon y, or let me write it this way. Okay. So okay, so what I can write? I can write y by x is equals to 11 by 9. Yes, I can write this. Yes. Now what is he saying? If Sohan, while selling 2 goats at the same price, makes a profit of 10% on one goat and suffers a loss of 10% on the other. Yes, he is saying this. So what is the initial cost? Initial cost total is x plus y. Yes. And finally, how much is the cost? This is the cost. Yes. So what is the percentage? What is the percentage which is being asked? Yes. So it is saying, how much would be the change? Final minus initial. So x minus 0.1x minus 0.1y. Do you get it? This minus this I have done, right? So 1.1x minus x would be 0.1x, 0.9y minus y is equals to minus 0.1y. Okay. I would take 0.1 common and x minus y would be in the numerator. Yes. In the denominator, what would be the case? Denominator, it would be x plus y. Yes. In the denominator, it would be x plus y, right? And finally, what I have to do? I have to multiply it by 100. Okay. I hope you got it. And there is also this relation which says y by x is nothing but 11 by 9. Yes. Okay. So I take x common from this. So 0.1x 1 minus y by x upon 1 plus y by x common into 100. Yes. X cancel. Yes. 0.1 into 100, which would become 10. So 10 into 1 minus y by x, 1 minus y by x is 11 by 9. Yes. Upon 1 plus 11 by 9 into 100. Okay. Now 10 into, now 9 minus 11 is minus 2 upon 9 whole divided by, this would be 11 plus 9, which is 20 upon 9. Yes, this would be the case. 9 would cancel 9 and this will be 10, 2 10s are 20 and this would become 1 and in fact minus 1. So the correct answer is minus 1%. Here minus signifies that so one is what? So one is getting loss of 1%. Yes. So the correct answer to this question would be C, that so one will suffer a loss of 1%. However, as you can clearly see, this method has a lot of calculation. Yes. And wherever there is lot of calculation, there is a lot of mistakes or lot of chances of error that you can commit. Okay. So in order to simplify this question, let me tell you a trick. Okay. In these type of particular themes or these type of particular questions in which a particular commodity or a same type of commodity has been sold and on one quantity he is getting a profit and another on the other commodity he is getting a loss. The loss should be same in percentage terms. Yes, loss and profit here are same or not? Here also loss is 10%, here profit is also 10%. So numerical value of profit and loss in percentage should be same. Yes, and the question should talk about selling. So selling price should be same. In these type of questions, always whatever your number, here the number is 10%, please square it. Yes. So if you square 10, what you will get? 100. Always divide this number by 100. Whatever you get, this would be the answer. And in these type of questions, the owner would always suffer a loss. Yes, it would always suffer a loss. and in order to calculate the numerical value of that loss, resort to this method. Now let's say the question is same, but instead of this profit of 10% or loss of 10%, the question says profit of 10% on one goat and loss of 10% on another. So what would be the answer? Just square your 20, which is given in this. 20 into 20 would be 400. Always divide this number by 100, you will get 4, right? So Sohan will suffer a loss of 4% if he wish to continue. Okay. If there is any doubt about this method, please tell me in the comment section. I will explain it again. Okay. Okay. So this is the next question. This is also been asked in 2014. Yes. So what does the question say? The question says that following table shows the marks obtained by 2 students. Yes. In different subjects. Okay. So this is the table. Yes. It says the difference in this mean aggregate percentage marks. So he is saying the mean aggregate percentage marks. So how you will calculate the mean aggregate percentage marks? You just calculate the average. Yes. What would be the average of A? A is getting 70 plus 60, 130. 130 plus 80, which is 210. Yes. Divided by 350. This will be the average percentage marks. Yes. It is what? 13 to 7 or 3's I would this is how much? 17 to 3 and 17 to 5. Yes, this would be the case, right? So it becomes 60%. 3 by 5 if we do 100, it would become what? 60%. Yes. And in case of B, let us calculate B. What is the mean percentage marks of B? 80 plus 70, it would be 150. 150 plus 60, 210. 210 and 15, 225. 225 plus 200, 225, 375. What is this? What is this? This would become 45. Yes, this would become 45 if divided by 5, and this would become 5 7s are 75, I guess. Yes. Yes, 75. So 5 9s are 5 15s are 5 3s are 3 3s are 3 5s are. Yes, and it would also come to be 60%. Yes, if we multiply by 100. Yes, so both of them are getting what? 60% marks. So what is the difference in the mean aggregate percentage marks of the students? It is 0%, right? So the correct answer would be D. Now just see this question. This question has been also asked in 2014. Again a table has been given. Yes, what does this table says? The following table gives population and total income of a city for 4 years. Yes, so the year are 4 years and there is population in lakhs and income in crores. Yes, so which of the following statements is correct with respect to the above data? In these type of questions, always check what is the options. Yes, and do your calculation accordingly. So the A question, A is saying the population increased by 5% or more every year. Okay, so let us go from 1992 to 1993. Yes, so the population has been grown from 20 to 21. Yes, so what is the increase? 1 would be dividing by 20. Yes, into 100. It becomes what? It becomes 5%. Yes. Now let us move from 1993 to 1994. Population has moved from 21 to 22. Again the difference is 1. In initial we will divide by 21 because it is the initial value of our percentage into 100. Now just see this. If the numerator is smaller, this number has to be bigger. Now we have increased our denominator, we have increased our denominator, so number have to be smaller. If the number is smaller, so number should be smaller than what? 5%. But the question is saying population increased by 5% or more. No. Yes, in this case from moving from 1993 to 1994, the population is not increased by more 5% or more than 5%. So the option A is incorrect. Okay, understood? Now he is saying income is increased by 10% or more every year. So this is the interest column. Yes. So while moving from 1992 to 1993, what is the income? 1010, and here it is 1111. Okay. So 1010 and 1111. What is the difference? What is the difference between 1111 and 1010? It is 101, right? Divide by 1010. Yes, into 100. So it will come out to be 10%, right? It will come out to be 10%. So yes, in the year 1992 till 1993, while moving from here to here, the percentage increase in income is 10%. Now let us move from 1993 to 1994. What is the percentage change? Percentage change is 1111, and here it is 1225. So what is the difference between these two? 1225 minus 1111. We will divide by 1111 into 100. Yes. So how much is this? It is 411 upon 1111 into 100. Yes. This would be the scenario. Yes. Okay. From moving, this is from 1993 to 1994, and from 1994 to 1995. Yes. What is the change? Yes. Let us calculate. So 1225, and here it is 1345. So what is the difference in the numerator? 1225 upon 1225 into 100. Yes, understood? Okay. So what is it? It is nothing but 120. Yes. So it would be 120 divided by 1225 into 100. This would be the what? This would be the, this is the percentage increase in income. Yes, this is the percentage increase in income. Okay. So can we do this? Okay. So 114. This is the percentage increase in from year 1993 to 1994, and while moving from 1994 to 1995, we have percentage increase of 120 upon 1225 into 100, which becomes this. Okay. Okay. So one way is to calculate both these numbers and see whether it is 10% or not, but this would be a very bad thing to do, right? So in this quantity, let's say I write 125 upon 1225. Yes, 1225 into 100. Just imagine I write this, or let's say instead of 125, let me write 122.5. This becomes more logical, right? So 122.5 upon 1225 into 100 would come out to be 10. Yes, because this would become 10 and this will become 10. Yes. However, when we write 122.5 instead of 120, what we are doing? We are increasing the numerator. If we are increasing the numerator, the whole number would increase. So the increased value would be 10. So we can say this number, whatever we wish to calculate, it is less than 10. Yes, it would be less than 10%. So B option cannot be the right answer, because while moving from 1994 to 1995, we are not getting 10% or more than 10%. Yes, income is not increasing by that. So this also is the wrong answer. So let us see the C option, or let us see the D option first. Per capita income was highest in 1994. It is saying per capita income is highest in 1994. Okay. So what is the per capita income in 1992? It would be what? Per capita income 1010 upon 20. In 1993, the per capita income is what? 1111 upon 21. Yes. In 1994, what is the per capita income? 1225 upon 25. In 1995, per capita income is 1345 upon 23, yes. Oh, here it is 22, not 25. Okay. So 1225 upon 22, 1111 upon 21, 1010 upon 20, 1345 upon 23. Okay. So just see this, you will be able to do this. So we have to find which is the largest number among these, yes, which is the largest number among these. So what you can see, you can say, okay, how will you do it? All right. Okay, so 20, when you are increasing 1 in denominator, yes, you are increasing 1 in denominator, what is it doing? Let's say let me tell you some data, some numerical methods also. Let's say you write 4 by 2. Will it be the same as 6 by 3? Yes. Or will it be same as 8 by 4? Yes. And will it be same by 10 by 5? Yes. So you have started with here. If denominator is increased by 1, numerator, if increased by the initial denominator value, would be the same. The outcome would be the same. Yes. See this also, 40 by 20, I can write it at 60 by 30. Yes, 60 by 30, correct. I can also write it by how much? 80 by 40. Yes. How much I can write also? 100 by 50. This can be right. This can be wrote in this. Yes. Okay. So I'll be using this method to solve this. Yes, from 1992 to 1995. So what is the highest version? Or you can just also calculate what are the approximate values of this, and just see whether it is the highest in 1994 or not. You will see that the highest per capita income was not in 1994. So the correct answer to this question would become C. Yes. Okay. So this is also the 2014 question. It says, as per agreement with a bank, a businessman had to refund a loan in some equal installments without interest. After paying 18 installments, he found that 60% of his loan was refunded. Okay. So in 60% has been loaned in 18 installment. Yes. So 1% of loan is refunded in how much? 18 by 60 installments. So 100% loan would be refunded in 80 by 60 into 100. Yes. This would come out to be 30. Yes. So the right answer would be C. Now this is the question of 2015. It says, in a test a candidate attempted only 8 questions. Yes, he attempted only 8 questions and scored 50% marks in each of the question. If you obtained a total of 40% marks in the test and all questions in the test carried equal marks, how many questions were there in the test? Okay, so let's calculate this. Yes, let us assume that every question in the marks in the test carry equal marks, which is 1 mark. Okay, so he attempted how much questions? 8, and in this he get 50% of the marks. In this means he get 4 marks. Yes, and it's saying this 4 marks is only 40% of total test. Yes, so let the number be x. 40% of x is 4. It means x is nothing but what? X is nothing but how much? 10. Okay, so there are total questions of 10. So answer should be B. Now this is also another question. It is also asked in 2015. Candidates in a competitive examination consisted of 60% men and 40% women. 70% men and 75% women cleared the qualifying test and entered the final test, where 80% men and 70% women were successful. We have to see what is the answer to this particular question among these statements. Yes. So okay, in a competitive examination consisted of 60% men and 40% women. Yes, 70% men and 75% women cleared the qualifying test and entered the final test where 80% men and 70% women were successful. Okay, so let total number be 100. Yes, in this there are 60 men and 40 women. Yes, okay. 70% men and 75% women cleared the qualifying test. So 70% men would be 42 males, yes, cleared the exam, and 18 males did not clear the exam in the initial qualifying test. Yes, and 75% women. What would be the 75% of 40? Yes, please calculate it. 3 by 4. 30, right? 75% would be 30, right? So yes. So 30 women have qualified and 10 women have not qualified the qualifying test. Yes, after it is saying 80% men and 70% women were successful. So 80% of these men. Yes, so 80% of 42. Yes, 80% of 42, which would be 16 by 5 would pass. Yes, and what is the percentage for women? 70%. So 70%, 70 by 100 into 30, so it would be 21. 21 women are getting pass. Yes, okay. So let us see what is the question now. Okay, I have done some mistake, I think. So it is saying that 80% men. Yes, okay, so 80% men, so 80% of 42, right? 2 4s are 2 5s are. Okay, I have done this mistake. Okay, so 2 4s are 2 5s are, so 168 by 5. It would be 168 by 5, not other way around. Okay, 168 by 5. Okay, which is around, you can say, more than 30. Yes, so success rate is higher for women, it is saying. Okay, but it is what, more than 30. Success rate is higher for women. Overall success rate is below 50%. No, in both the cases it is more than 50%, right? It's not less than 50%. I hope this is understood. More men cleared the examination than women. Yes, more men cleared the examination than women. Okay, it is right. Yes, it is right, absolutely right. So answer would be C. Yes. Now this is 2016. What is this saying? Anita's mathematics test had 70 problems carrying equal marks, 10 arithmetic, 30 algebra and 30 geometric. So there are 70 problems, 10 arithmetic, 30 I guess algebra and 30 geometry. Okay, although she answered 70% of the arithmetic, it means she had answered 7 questions of arithmetic, 40% of the algebra, which means 30 by into 40 by 100. Yes, this means 12 questions of algebra. Yes, and 60% of the geometry problems correctly. 60% of 30, 18. Yes, so 18 is correctly she did. She did not pass the test because she got less than 60% marks. Okay, she got less than 60% marks. How much did she answer? 37 marks, right? 37 questions she answer correctly. Yes, the number of more questions she would have to answer correctly to earn a 60% passing marks. Okay, so see, what is the 60% of 70 questions? It is 42. How much did she answer? She answered 37 questions. How much more she needs to answer in order to get 60%? 5 questions, right? So it is 5. Answer would be B. Yes. Now this is the next question. It says two numbers x and y are respectively 20% and 28% less than a third number z. By what percentage is the number y less than the number x? Okay, so it says two numbers x and y are respectively 20% and 28% less than a third number z. Okay, so let the z be 100. So how much would be x? X is 20% less than z. So 20% of 100 is 20. It is less than, then it would be 80. Yes. So y would be 72, right? This we can assume, right? By what percentage is the number y less than the number x? So number y is less than x, how much? 8 upon 80 into 100. This is the right? Yes. So answer would be 10%. Correct? So answer would be 10%. Correct or not? Yes, it's correct. Now this is the another question. It says the total emoluments of two persons are the same, but one gets allowance to the extent of 65% of his basic pay and the other gets allowance to the extent of 80% of his basic pay. The ratio of the basic pay of the former to the basic pay of the latter. So both of them are getting the same emoluments. Yes. So as you all know, CTC is nothing but basic pay which you get in hand plus all your allowances. Okay. In this question, the allowances is given as a percentage of basic pay. Yes. So for let's say 2%, first basic pay is x. He is getting how much allowances? He is getting 65% allowances. 65 by 100 into x. It is equal to how much? Let the basic pay of the second person is y and is getting 80%. Yes. So I can write 165 upon 100 x, it would be equal to 180 upon 100 into y. So what is he saying? The ratio of the basic pay of the former to the latter, which is nothing but x upon y is equals to 180 upon 165. Yes. 180 upon 165. Yes. Okay. So how much is this? 15 10 ja 150, it would be 11. Yes, and it would be 12. 15. So answer would be 12 is to 11. So answer should be D. Now see this question also. A person allows a 10% discount for cash payment from the marked price of a toy and still he makes a 10% gain. What is the cost price of which his marked price is rupees 770? Okay, so in this question, what is the marked price? 770. He is giving 10% discount. Yes. So 10% of this would be 77 rupees. So its selling price would be 770 minus 77. Yes. So it would be 693. Correct. So 693 rupees is the selling price. Yes. And still he is getting 10% profit. What is the initial cost he is asking? Okay. So in this, always cross check the options. Yes. So if the initial price is 610, what if 10% profit is added? It would be 61. Yes. How much it would come? 671. If 10% profit of 620 is added, that is 62. The final price would be 682. If 10% profit of 63 is added, it becomes 693, which would be our answer, right? Because 693 is the selling price. We already know that. So we have only cross checked the options. Yes, in order to arrive at the right answer. So this is the question of 2017 which PYQ, which says Gopal bought a cell phone and sold it to Ram at 10% profit. Then Ram wanted to sell it back to Gopal at 10% loss. What will be Gopal's position if he agreed? Yes. So let's say Gopal bought the phone at 100 rupees. Yes. He sell to Ram at 10% profit. Yes. So he gains 10 rupees. Yes. So Ram would be getting it at 110%. Yes. Then Ram wanted to sell it back to Gopal. Yes. At 10% loss. So 110% of 110 would be 11 rupees. Yes. Yes. So Gopal would be paying how much to Ram? Gopal will pay only 99. So how much Gopal is having profit? Of rupee 1, which is 1% of 100. Yes. So it is beneficial for Gopal to indulge in this type of transaction, and he will be gaining 1%. Yes. So answer to this particular question would be C. So this is the question. This is a question from 2018 PYQ. A student has to get 40% marks to pass in an examination. Suppose he gets 30 marks and fails by 30 marks. Then what are the maximum marks in the examination? So this clearly see that he gets 30 marks, and he also needs another 30 marks to pass in the examination. It means 60 marks is the passing marks, which is the 40% marks of the total. Okay. So let the total marks be x. So 40 by 100 into x, it will be 60. Yes. So 600 by 4, which is nothing but 150. So correct answer would be C. Yes. Now this is our next question. It is also from 2018 PYQ. A shopkeeper sells an article at rupees 40 and gets X% profit. However, when he sells it at rupees 20, he faces some percentage of loss. What is the original cost? Here also you can see, let's say a person is selling some item at 40 and again he sells some item at 20. What should be the price such that in one transaction he is getting X% profit, and in the same transaction from 20 he is getting same amount of loss? Yes. So you can always cross check this question. If let's say I write it here 10, so in both cases there would be profit, so 10 cannot be the answer. If we write 20, so in one case he would be getting profit, and in one case he would be getting no profit, no loss. If I write 40, so in one case I would be getting no profit, no loss, and in one case I would be getting loss. So this cannot also be the answer. So I am also only left with one option, which is 30. If 30, here I would be getting 10 rupees as profit, and here I would be getting 10 rupees as loss. If I calculate as percentage terms, in both the cases I will be getting 10 by 30 into 100, this amount of profit or loss. So the correct answer would be C, which is 30 rupees. Okay. So as we have already said that today in this video lecture we will be only dealing with the PYQs of 2014 till 2018. Okay. So in the next video lecture we will be taking the rest of the questions from 2020, 2019 till 2022. Okay. So please study well for your examination. Thank you.